What a beautiful day here it is in Richmond, Virginia. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. And in today's video, we're going to be covering another video on the 4Runner. If you've been following recently, we've definitely been diving into basically both vehicles, I'd say. A lot for this one. Still waiting on stuff to be made and shipped out here in a couple weeks. I've already checked on the lead times and went ahead and ordered something that I'm going to test fit. Not going to say what it is until I get it. I think it's going to be really cool. I saw somebody else do it on their 3rd gen 4Runner. I think it's going to replace something that's kind of small, minute, but it's definitely just going to make it look better and probably fit better. From the pictures that I saw from what they did, they made it work. So I was like, let's just go ahead and do it. So we're going to do a video on this. If you've been following the Mustang recently, there's a lot going on with that, a lot more than this, but at the same time, we're moving right along for both projects into, I guess we're going to be moving into the fall and winter and seeing what the channel lines up for another project or something like that. So let's go ahead and dive into this video. This is just going to be the top 5 mods, I believe. I can give you the price points of what I paid for them. So this is not like a specific budget video, I guess, on the parts, but these will definitely help out if you are a true Overlander, or just you take your 4Runner or Toyota off in trails and do a lot of off-roading, like camping and stuff like that. So this one, not so much, but it does have the parts that would protect it and benefit if you were to put it on yours and use yours for truly what it is supposed to be used for in some capacity. So let's go ahead and start underneath the vehicle. Now, as you can tell, I think this 4Runner is pretty clean underneath for what it is. Not really any rust whatsoever. So that is a big plus for a 3rd gen. Just the muffler's got a little crack in it right there that's going to be replaced here soon. I try to clean this thing as much as I can, but let's go ahead and get into this video. So these go all the way up to the engine. It protects, so the engine skid plate, the transfer case skid plate for the putting in a 4-wheel drive, and then your transmission skid plate. They have ones that do the A-arms as well, but I didn't want to do that. I think it protects maybe the radiator support a little bit, but those are the RCI skid plates. And if you're going off-roading and you're not going to know where you're going to hit on the trails, that's definitely something you want to invest in. They're really nice powder-coated steel. It's going to protect the body, underneath the body of the vehicle, just in case you do hit some rocks or anything like that. So that is the #1 thing I would believe investing in. All 3 of them probably under $1,000. So I think they're right around $800 for the set. I know that they do some promotions here and there. Probably if you buy everything, they'll give you a discounted price, I'm sure. So that's RCI Metal Works. The next one, something that I just really like, I'll probably eventually put a full-size spare up here, the Baja Rack. I know that they have a full extended one, so this is just a half rack. Sherpa does one as well where it covers right here, but I wanted to be able to use the sunroof a little bit. So this would benefit you because you can always put accessories, like I think people put extra gas, off-road equipment, a full-size spare, obviously, all that good stuff on these racks, different pod lights, light bars. So I'm looking into putting some of the Baja lights, one right there on the opposite side and then 2 in the front. I don't know if anyone's ever done that with the Baja Rack, so that's what I'm looking into. I think it would look really cool. I don't want to put them necessarily up here. I think it's cleaner without it, but we'll look into more of that. So actually, speaking of lighting, what we're going to get into next is the set of retrofitted headlights. So the Baja Rack was over $1,000, right around $1,000. So each probably rack is probably at least over $600. So that's the price point in that. Retrofitted headlights, you're going to probably, the lowest you're going to pay is at least over $1,000. They do have some with dual, dual shrouds, I guess, for a little more light output. I like the single shroud of light output, but it's definitely going to help you on those trails a lot, and it definitely helps you just at night overall. The 4Runner lighting is pretty decent for this age, but retrofitted headlights, I always preach about it. I think it's something that you should invest in. So like I said, a lot of these mods are expensive. When modding vehicles like this, it does get expensive. One of my favorite mods, and one of the first ones I got, was the Snowbound Customs chase light, and this is their version of the factory spoiler. So this is not the OE spoiler, but it does mount into the factory place. I want to get the 3rd brake light that they have, but I don't know if this has to be trimmed to be able to fit that. So it does have the Baja Pro S2 lights, the amber. I was going to do clear, but these are the chase lights. So if you're following other people in the trail, they'll have these on, or you can have those on at night, and it's like dusty and stuff out. They won't run into you, so it definitely benefits you a lot. And then the last thing that I would recommend is definitely a good quality tire. Not saying that these are like the best tire for off-roading and trailing, but I'm sure these would work pretty well for your basic stuff, your basic needs. I know that there's a lot of better options out there probably for that use, but I don't do that. So definitely a good wheel tire combo setup. This is the Method race wheels. I don't remember the model, but this is a 265 70/17. I get that question all the time. What wheel and tire combo setup? What is the tire size? These are the Toyo Open Country AT3s. On the 14, we run the Falcon Wild Peak AT3s, a very popular tire, probably the most popular in my opinion for the 5th gen 4Runners. I know that they have the AT4 nows because they discontinued the AT3s. Overall, both tires, I can't say anything really negative about them. Pretty quiet tire. So are the AT3s. I'm sure Nitto is a great tire. The KO3s, I'm sure, or I think it's KO3s now, are probably really nice as well. But this is what I have. This is what I'm running. Zero issues. I've taken it through the mud a little bit here and there, but I clean this a lot, so it's not going to show. I clean this probably twice a week at least. Zero issues. Didn't even have to lock in a 4-wheel drive. But yeah, these are just some mods I believe that should benefit you guys if you're doing a lot of actual overlanding, and what these vehicles are probably, you know, also meant for besides daily driving or street use. The price on the Snowbound Custom spoiler, I think the whole setup was around $600 or $700 maybe. I know that they do offer military discount, they do first responder, they do some sort of discount. I think if you just email them, there are a lot of small companies, but I try to support them. But like I said, guys, these are pretty expensive. When you get into like modding the 4Runners and like my Mustang and stuff, it gets pretty expensive. So buying one here and there also helps. They also do deals, but I hope this helps you guys out. Great options here. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. I'll try to make more content on maybe some other stuff like this, videos like this, but I will catch you guys later. It's a really nice day out, so I'm going to enjoy that. So y'all have a good one. Catch you next time.